Now, question for you, Professor, because it has A, B, C, and D. Do you want me to type all of that too?
The values, like given values?
My assumption, yes.
Yeah, sure. Give me those.
Okay, give me a sec.
All right, so let me, so this was 73. And the unit is 3.1, right? Lilonette, this was from
Yes, it's 3.2. 3.2. Exercise 3.2.
okay, 73, 3.2. On the book, not the ebook. For those of you who are using the ebook, this might not be the same. All right, now give me the rest of the information. Weight, y, and pounds of taller than 60. Linear equation. The weight, okay. So as you can see here in this problem, we have an equation used to approximate. That means it gives you an estimation, not the actual. Anna, which homework is that from? Anna, this is from unit 3.2. And the question we're doing is 73. 3.273 from the physical book, not the online ebook. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Lelania, to give us the rest of the information here. Let me add that to this. Okay, so this is a problem. So the weight of a man. So there's a correlation or a relation between the weight of the man, which is y, and x is the height. So there is a they are proportional. We could say may not work all the time, but that's an approximation of height and weight. Use the equation to approximate the weight of men whose weights are 62, whose heights are 62, 66, and 72. All right, so we have this equation. It says, basically, let me grab the pen. The equation is this. So again, y is, what does y represent again? Y is the weight. And what does x represent?
The height.
That's right.
The height.
So if we know one, we can find the other. If we know the height, we can find the weight, and vice versa. For this question, we need to find, so we have all these weights. Basically, we have x's, or actually we have y's. So we have actually the heights. The x is the height. That's what we have. We have three of them. We have 62, we have 66, and we have 72. So we have the x, we need to find y. So we're gonna figure out, we're gonna approximate the weight of these people who are this tall in inches. And the formula is here. So what do you think we do with the x? This is one x, this is another one. We're gonna do one at a time. For example, 62. What do we do with the 2 to find the height of that person in this equation? What do we do with the 62? Anybody can give us an idea? So we have the equation. We have the equation. We need to find y. Do we know the x?
No, you have to replace it.
That's right. We have to plug it or replace it. So the x.
Mhm.
11 players and accumulated 5,000.
Each one. Anaba.
Yes, hi. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute myself.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
Even though you're a little late, you missed a lot. You missed the first part of the party. Anyway, so we're doing this problem, 73, page 73 from the old book, and unit 3.2. I mean, question 73, question by Lillinette. we have this equation which gives us the height in terms of weight. X is the height, and W, or actually Y, is the weight. So we know the height of 3 people or the same person, or I mean 3 men, can be the same person. We have the height, the X, it changes, it's a variable, it changes from one person to the other. We need to find the weight, the approximate weight. It's not an accurate formula, but it gives you an approximation. So we know all these X's. By the way, when we disconnect, we're gonna reopen this right away. Okay, we'll reopen the meeting. You rejoin the same way you did, the same link, same information. Okay. Okay, so let's find if X is 62, what is the Y, or the height? Okay, so what do we do again with the X, with 62? What do we do with the 62 into the equation? We need to substitute the X with
62.
That's right. We're going to plug, instead of the X, we have the height of 62 inches. So it will be times 62 minus 220.
Is that plus
Uh,
60 or multiply?
No, this is multiply. So multiply. So when
Okay.
you see 5.5x, it means 5
Mhm.
times x. So
Mhm.
we make it bigger, times. And let me pull up a calculator real quick. So 5.5 multiplied by 62 inches minus 22. Approximately, so the weight of the person is 121. I believe the unit here is pounds. Yes, in pounds. So pounds.
121 pounds.
That's right. And
Okay.
same way for the other people. This person is 66 inches tall, and this one is 72. That's basically the same way. Every time you plug it, you substitute it.
Mhm.
Simplify, you get your approximate weight. Like, not accurate, but it's an approximation. So there's a correlation between, most of the time, there's probably a correlation between weight and height. Okay, and that's 73. You're supposed to do 74. This is if you're using the old book. So 74 should be done the exact same way. Right, Leonette? Makes sense?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Is this another question?
No, that stuff just came along with the question. A, B, C, and D.
Okay, use the graph to estimate the height of a man who weighs. Use the graph. Use graph. Is there a graph given to you with the question?
No, there's no graph here.
Graph to estimate the height of weight of a man. Then you. This is basically the other way around. So we need this time what we know. We know the weight.
Wait, I have a question. How do I get to I'm not seeing the questions. I'm not seeing how to get there.
Okay, so this question was given to us by Lilanet from the book, the physical book. If you have the physical book, you'll see this question. If you don't,
I'm saying no. I don't have the physical book. The physical book.
so you're doing.
So how do I do it from the ebook?
For you, if you're using the ebook, it will be maybe a slightly different question. So when you open the ebook from course resources, so if you have a question from there, so you write it down, the unit number, the page number, and then when we meet on Zoom, I go over those questions. So everyone is giving us questions based on the book they have, okay?
So for you, teacher, doesn't matter, right? Which book we're doing, or physical book, ebook, doesn't matter, you know, right?
Yeah, I can use either book. The problems will be slightly different numbers, but I'm just giving you the convenience to use either book you want to use instead of making it one book. So if you have your own book, using, that's fine. You don't have to buy the new one, so we could do the homework.
So on
I
the
have physical
ebook, what
book, that's
chapter
fine.
is it?
On the ebook, this is 3.1.